Well, let's talk about offbeat jobs. Well, in my personal opinion, there are many of these kind of unusual jobs around the world. There are people discovering a new talent and a new abilities. And most of these abilities are discovered by their families that grow with them, right? And make these new abilities getting better as soon as they are growing. And well, in the future, why not? They decide to continue with this discover, and they decide to go to the school. That's the case, for example, of those people that works in the ice cream factories, tasting, the quality and flavors of ice cream, so which is very, very, very interesting. There are also people that have a very good sense of on their nose in order to smell the best quality of coffee, and also people tasting chocolate, and there are many people doing this. That's something very unusual for me. And well, there are some other people that um, decide or prefer or have a passion to work outdoors. That's the case of people that are mountain climbers, and but they are guides, and they usually are taking people to this kind of a places, very hard places that can be very dangerous, but they have the ability to realize the best ways to go, the weather, and discover also their tourist abilities, which is very important. People working as a guide outdoors, they must be very smart in order to take care of their tourists, doing the best that they can. And also, they must have a very good physical conditions to do. There are some other things that people do as guides, not really mountain climbers, but for example, where I live, and actually it's my profession actually, and I'm a naturalist, a guide. I'm guiding people outdoors for sure on the islands, Galapagos archipelago, that are visitor places. Their trails are not really easy for all the visitors, so we have to discover, the ways to show these people, the nature, to show the animals that we have here. But the most important thing in our job is the observation and the interpretation to our passengers. So that's a different thing. But not all people that have the ability or the attitude or the passion for this place, in order to have in order to provide a best experience for a tourist. That is an amazing thing that I know very well. Most of my time I spend outdoors. So if I can imagine staying, in an office for many days. My job is outside. I spend a time in the water doing snorkeling with passengers. Sometimes the water is so cold, but the passion for me is to be there with the animals, with the nature, showing my tourists some details that we only know when we are visiting every day and every week these kind of places, because just the observation give us the chance to create our own theories about nature and evolution, which is the most uh, um, beautiful experience. So I'm thinking that I have the privileges to be here. So, and I'm sure that there are many people doing different kind of these activities around the world, but we also need um, a very good attitude. Well, there are also people, um, working, checking restaurant, for example, checking their food, checking how they work at the organization. These people, they are in charge to analyze how good they are in order, to promote them. Well, there are also people working on TV. There are people that grow, with that talent and with that attitude. They want to be in a TV and show themselves in different programs, and they have a success. But it's very important for all of these abilities and talent. Um, After we discover that, trying to find a way to be better, it means go to school and or go to university or make some courses or learn some other languages. That's very important to discover which is the best for ourselves, so that once we found a way, we might use our talent or our ability in the best way. And one of the final objective is get money. So all of these abilities can be used in the best way if we work with, and if we try to be better and learn, move this talent to another step, and be a professional doing that that we want. So, like in my case, in my job, it we have a lot of competition. It is not really easy, and it's not easy at all for women to work in this kind of profession, because we have to spend a lot of time outdoors, exposed to the sun. We have to do a lot of a hike. We have to help our passengers. We have to jump to the water twice a day. So, and also we have lectures on board. We have briefings for passengers. So we have a profession that we spend 24 hours for at least 3 weeks working for passengers that visit Galapagos. So not all people have the chance um, to be strong enough and good enough and happy enough to show the same things with the same passion. So I think that people must discover and take the decision to do that they really want. There are women more and more around the world that they really do some other unusual things, some of their jobs. So, especially a thing on China, I think that we have the world, the main factories that create, all of these machines, all of these instruments, all of these very sophisticated cell phones, for example. And in those industries, we have women working on that. For some people, this is unusual. People think that this kind of work is only for men. So this is also for women right now, and they are smart enough to do it. So, where else? Um, there are also people working working outdoors, cleaning windows. There are very tall buildings in different cities. In the big cities, these buildings, they are really, really, really high, and there are women and there are men working in this kind of business. You can imagine people cleaning, windows outside, 100 meters high, when we have very strong winds, and then some things can happen sometimes. So there are offbeat jobs that put the people lives in danger. But anyway, if the people sometimes they don't have any option, or just is that they know, they will do it, and they will continue doing because that's what they want. So, well, just let me tell you that unusual jobs are many of them around the world. Thank you so much.